Hi there, it's time for part 2 of my misadventures with the Pazzles view. Um, I want to say that I am really astounded that I am the only person with the brass to give a negative review on this thing. I have found forum post after forum post of people with issues similar to mine that were completely ignored, so I know I'm not the only one. In the past week, I have been on the phone with technical support at least 3 times, um, and I have found out the following. First off, shortcuts a lot. Forget it. If you want to use it with the Pazzles view right now, it's not fully supported. I'm sure Shortcuts a lot thought it was, and to give the company a honest review, they gave me my money back without much of a problem. They were up way late trying to help me. Didn't get me anywhere. It was a waste of my freaking time. Getting the program, a waste of money I didn't really have, so that I am forced to use the software that comes with the Pazzles InView. This is InView. It's a very limited piece of crap program. Extremely limited. I'm going to show you how to import a rasterized image because I got this piece of crap for cuts. This is my raster image. In order to create a path around it, I am not able to make my own path from scratch. These are all buttons to edit what's already been made. In order to get a path made, I have to rasterize the image. On a big image like that, that's great. But if I want to scale the image, please note there's no way to scale some image. The only way is this way, which I guess is fine for people who don't want exact sizes, but let's say that I'm trying to make a shrinky dink charm and I want it to be 1 inch and I'm using the Shrinky Dinks brand. This means that I want it to be 3 inches. Now I can use the ruler up here to size, but I find it incredibly inconvenient, unthoughtful, and retarded that I have to do that. Now here is a little teeny weeny image I've got. Okay, fine, but one way around this limitation is to make your images size to start with. So I have this one, the size that I want it, because this sheet was going to be for small stickers. Okay, now we're going to rasterize it. This is the best rasterization you are going to get your line. You see that? This is the craptastic interface for getting a cut path. How can you cut this messed up thing? It's insane. Yeah. Okay. And let's say that I did manage to convince it to give me a full path. Okay. Vectorize. If it'll let me, because it's a piece of crap. That's what you get. So not only you're not able to make a path from scratch, that's what it gives you for the machine to cut. It's ludicrous. I mean, I don't even have a better word for it. Ludicrous. It just, I'm beside myself, angry over this matter, to be quite honest. So there's that. Now, after a couple of pages of the machine not cutting properly again, even though it cut right for 2 sheets this morning when I cut out the shrinky dink shapes that go with this, it stopped being on the cut. It stopped recognizing the registration mark again. It's just, you know. So, all right, I'll try to calibrate again. So I go into the calibrating menu. I've already printed my calibration page. Here it is. Calibration page. So now I'm going to tell it calibrate, and I'm going to show you how it's. First off, this right here, what it's telling me is the view is not on the machine. Technical support at Pazzles told me this is actually a bug in their software and driver. A bug. So basically, I paid out money to be their guinea pig. The technical support tried to claim that it only happens directly after a cut. If you wait 30 seconds, it's fine. This is bullcrap. Did you guys see me cutting in the past 30 seconds? I've had this sucker decide there's no machine in the middle of a cut. You tell them that, they don't sound concerned or care at all. They really don't. So I have to keep trying. Or I have to do this and wear and tear on my USB port, wear and tear on my computer, shorten the life of my hardware. over and over and over again. I have rebooted my computer 10 times today because sometimes the USB trick you just saw me do doesn't work. Isn't that fabulous? So now we're going to go down here to the piece of crap. I mean, I was calling the silhouette the cut it yourself. I don't have a word for this one. I'm just so fed up. I mean, the silhouette's far better than this piece of crap. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. What you're seeing is it spit the mat out because the driver's working improperly again. So now I've got to cold boot the machine and shorten its life again, because pretty soon it was going to start making these really horrible grinding sounds that I just don't enjoy, on top of it spitting everything out. Here, there's supposed to be these little tabs for the mat to fit into. They're so flimsy, this broke off within day one. Really ridiculous. Really, really ridiculous. Now I've got it in, but unfortunately for me, I've got to start the calibration over again. And it's going to go through this again. So now I've got to do that again. I hope you can see. Now, what it actually was supposed to do, it was supposed to find that mark and then go to the bottom of the page and find a second mark. But because it has decided to stop finding registration marks for the day, that is the most I've gotten out of it in the past hour. That was me telling it to retry again. And again. And again. And again. Because that's literally all I can do, as you already know. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. This doesn't work. Once again, I have to cold boot the machine, cold boot my everything else, and put more wear and tear on the hardware. I am so fed up with this fucking machine. Okay, I am seriously fed up with it. I have literally spent 4 hours today trying to cut these 6 little stickers. Okay? You can tell me, oh, I don't know how to work a machine all you want. Well, it's kind of hard whenever the technical support themselves admit that the machine doesn't work. Contacted Pazzles for a refund on their piece of crap that very clearly was not ready for the market. And I was told that in order to refund it, I had to pay them $40 for a restocking fee, which I don't have because I gave them my last 100 for the piece of crap. So at this stage, I have given a full review at Amazon, listing everything. If you want to read it, it's at Amazon. I put it under the orange one because that's unfortunately what I have. And I highly recommend that none of you people get the Pazzles view. And if anybody you know is trying to get the Pazzles view, don't do it. Do not waste your time on this machine, because even if you know what you're doing, the software is faulty and the machine's eye is faulty, and the company does not want to own up to it. They know they're sending out faulty equipment, and they will charge you when you don't want to deal with it. If you look at their website over here, Pazzles.com, let me make sure I've got the website up for you. If you look at the website, they charge you $50 an hour plus parts, plus shipping, plus another shipping, okay, depending on how fast you want to go, for repairing the machine they're going to send you out that's faulty in the first place. I shudder to think, considering that they would charge me for a refund, what they would do for their warranty policy. This is a very, very unsavory company. Also, one more thing. For all of the people out there who are trying to find settings for the view, and they've got a view that's actually cooperating or up inspiration to cut shrinky dinks, because no one shares the shrinky dink settings. I'm not sure why. I can tell you this. If you go, I'm going to go into cutting view. The setting I found that works for shrinky dinks is acrylic 0.2 millimeter thick, pressure 35, speed 2. For me, blade 4.5, cut like butter the one time I got it to cut. So there you have it. That's also the settings for the shrinky dinks. Not that it does me any good, because the motherfucker's not going to cut. So this is pretty much all I have to say. I'm kind of on a loop at this point because I have nothing good I can say about it, which is rather disappointing. So yeah, do not get this machine.